I have been hanging on to this huge sheet of paper. I stupidly decided to make a huge color chart at the beginning of my art journey, so it became obsolete pretty quickly once I got new paints. It's been gathering dust, so I think we should turn it into art. First, we need gesso. We need to prime this paper. It is watercolor paper. Hopefully the back will be fine because we're using acrylic markers today. Priming the paper is the best thing to do with acrylic markers so it doesn't get torn or pill or anything like that. So we're doing a few layers. We've got the paper, it's ready. Now we need to do the sketch. What are we gonna be filling this huge paper with? Well, this huge sheet of paper is actually gonna be the Patreon tree. Yeah, it's gonna be a huge willow tree in an abstract style. There's gonna be stars and swells, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull this off at all, but this is the idea. And it actually came from the willow tree that we scratched for the Create This Book episode. We went to a thrift store and found a load of fun stuff, turned it into art, stuck it in the book. We scratched a willow tree, and those trees are stunning. And once the tree has been created, every single paid Patreon member is going to be added to the tree. So it's like a community tree, and I'm super excited. I just hope that we can pull this off. This sketch is a bit chaotic. We're gonna have to trust the process. It's a different style, and it's gonna fill this huge space. Arrtx have sent some big markers to help us fill this page. And they're also the sponsors of today's video. I'm just cutting it. Now, Arrtx have said that these are going to be big, so we're going to have to swatch them. Oh, we got some little stickies. And I guess these will go on top because they haven't got anything here. Oh, these are big. Oh yes, that's going to be perfect. Okay, so we need to match up what's on here, the stickers, and pop the sticker on the end. Oh, this bit's cut out, so that's what shows through. That's so cool. Oh, so we've got metallics and fluorescents here. Gonna grab a sketchbook. Maybe this one here, since this one actually has all of the earlier Arrtx swatches in as well. Oh no. We'll make it a double spread. Shake gently, press the tip, and that's it. Let's start off on a fun one, the metallic. How easy is it? How long is a while? Oh, there's a little bit. I would say it's at least 30 seconds right now. Oh, there we go. Oh, these are weird. Oh, these are very strange. Let's see if we can write on the side. Yeah, we can. Okay. That is kind of crazy. Let's quickly work through them all in order. As far as prepping markers go, this was actually surprisingly easy. They did say shake and press down, and it was a little bit longer than that, but we got there. These markers are big. They are chunky. The nib is 15 millimeters wide, so it's big. You can see that from these swatches. I mean, look at these colors and the neons. Oh, I'm so excited. This is what all of the colors look like. The fluorescents really surprised me. Like, there's green underneath it. That looks pretty opaque, and also they are more like a pastel color than something like highlighter, which I love. Pinks and purples are gorgeous. Really unique green yellow shades here. Definitely tree colors, and lots of pretty ones I do want to use. I'm so excited. Before we get started, I'm reaching for something to colour the page. And I actually tested out the markers last night, created this cute little crazy piece for the Daily Doodle Diary, following a bunch of prompts. The process is in the latest Daily Doodle Diary video that's already up. maybe this nice big flat brush. And yes, I decided to just pour water over the entire page, hoping that we could drop ink in it and it would fill the page. Did not work. You're watching a huge fail right now. Looking back, I think I should have chosen something that was acrylic based because the page is gessoed. Oh well, it's time for the fun stuff. This gorgeous muted orange color, I think we should begin here. Really just going with the flow. There is no sketch right now. We are creating the sketch right this second with these acrylic markers. And in theory, we don't need much. So we're ready. I think this piece is gonna be all about layering, but also this is a brand new art supply. These are acrylic markers. I do have a lot of acrylic markers because I love them. They are so handy. You can reach for them and just go. A lot of the reason why I don't tend to reach for acrylics is because you need a pot of water, and if you get it in your brushes, you're gonna destroy it if you don't immediately wash it out. With acrylic markers, you don't have that at all. You can just grab a marker and create. Acrylic markers have all of the pros of acrylic paint with hardly any cons. And these ones I am loving because they are super opaque. The colors are also gorgeous. Even the greens, like look at this green, it's pastel. It's the perfect color palette for me. I think the tree needs a little bit of patterning, and I'm now slightly concerned because I'm trying to add the individual sections, the individual branches of this willow tree, and just realizing how big this piece is. Like, how am I gonna do this? This might take forever. We're doing the individual branches and this paper is so big. Like, I'm actually really concerned that I might be here for the rest of my life, and it's not looking great. Well, we know roughly where the tree's going now. I think we need to go back to the background. Let's add some fun swirls, some stars. We need to create this painting. Make it look like an actual painting, because right now there are just various components. I think we need a background. And the reason I originally added pink was because I was hoping it would shine through. But unfortunately, I didn't think to use acrylic. So it's not very bright. It doesn't really show at all. But I'm thinking that this piece is gonna look kind of abstract, surreal, a little bit messy. That's what I'm leaning towards. I don't know about you, but the art supply that I pick up really affects the art that I create. This is not a style that I would think of doing with watercolor, but as soon as I pick up acrylic markers, I don't know what happens. I create in such a different way, and we've almost filled all of the gaps. Well, that's everything colored in. We've used a lot, but how are we gonna make it look good? Okay, I think we need to layer at this point. We need to go back over everything that's gone down, all of the swirls and stars, and make it look a little bit more cohesive, a bit more intentional. Okay, you can see that we've already used a lot of markers. This box actually has 30 in. So it's 25 regular colors, 3 fluorescents, and we are using all of them, and 2 metallics. But let's move on to the lighter color. Add in some more of the swirls. I really want this painting to have texture, and working fast, we can make that dry brush effect, which looks so pretty with acrylics. I think bringing depth to this painting is what's gonna make it work. If you're looking at a very particular part of the painting and you can see lots of colors underneath, I think that's what's gonna make this look cool, with all of that texture on top and the colors shining underneath. The fluorescents I am super impressed with. You can see the orange and green. They are opaque and a little bit pastel, which is really surprising for neons. So I'm kind of impressed. I also think it's absolutely crazy that my art style changed so much using these markers, creating in such a different way, and I kind of think I like it. It really did influence the art that I created. Like, this is a style that's never been on the channel before. before. With watercolor and ink, it's like blooms and splatters. And this is so different to any of that. I'm pretty impressed. And yes, the painting is looking very different to the initial sketch. We kind of knew that was gonna happen, right? I mean, they're acrylics. It was obvious it was gonna look different. I'm just going with the flow, adding paint in the moment where it might look good. There really is no plan. This is one of those pieces that you just go in and create. And we're doing this all in one day. When we first started, I did not think that was going to be possible. I felt like I'd be here forever, but I've really gotten a flow with it. And you can see now, it just feels natural. We have the layers, we have the depth. I just keep tweaking it. We need the darker colors. We do need more contrast. So it's going to have to be black, but I think we're getting somewhere. Because at the moment, we do have the lighter values, we have mid tones, but we don't have many darker tones. The only thing this set doesn't have is like a really dark navy, although that is something I've been struggling to find in a lot of sets nowadays. Color pencils and acrylic markers, just a lovely, really rich dark blue. We're improvising, we're using black, and as long as this is carefully added, I think it's gonna work. I think it will add something. If we're not careful, we're just gonna cover it all up with black. So it has to be added subtly. A little bit more neon, whatever feels right in the moment. We're back. I thought this piece was done for about 30 minutes, kept looking at it, decided no, I think we need a little bit of metallics. We have gold, we have silver. Why don't we add a little bit to this painting? And of course, I'm now reaching for every other color because I can see tiny little things that can be tweaked. I don't know if it's made any difference, but we might be done. Okay, no, we're back. This piece is a journey, and I think we need to go right up to the edges. Originally, I was kind of planning to just cut the edges off or have it look a little bit loose, like have a white edge showing. Then my partner created his piece for the Daily Doodle Diary next to me, based on this little tree, which you'll probably see next year in that huge sketchbook tour of my Daily Doodle Diary and his. And he painted right up to the border, and I was like, no, okay, that looks really, really good. That's what we're gonna have to do. The problem is there are so many layers making up this painting that it's not simple to just fill in the edge. Like, there were so many different colors that went into creating this piece, and now we have to try and replicate it for the edge. And of course, I have moved on back to this tree. We are still painting this tree. I don't know when to quit, but I think finally, I think we can call this done for now. We need to varnish this painting very well with 2 layers, because obviously we're going to be sticking things on top. We need a big brush for that first layer. This painting actually isn't going to be framed. For starters, I don't even know where I would find a big enough frame. But the whole point is that it's gonna look like a poster on the wall. And after drying, we can go in with that second layer. Grab the IKEA roll of paper and draw lots of little random eggs that we need to cut out. Grab a pen, we're starting off with Nuclear Nail Bomb and reaching for some lovely orange tones to draw a cute little hamster. Each paid patron supporter will be added to the tree, along with a cute little animal. And hopefully over time we can fill the tree with more and more animals. And we're also going to pop lots and lots of blue tack on the back of this. This has several layers of varnish on it, so hopefully it's going to be absolutely fine with the little pieces of paper blue tacked on the back. And here's number 1. fun. Next is Ali Bally Boo, and we're drawing a little ring-tailed lemur. These were my favorite animals for a long time. They are so cute. And it's up. Next, Zoe, who has a cute little clownfish. I think to keep this interesting, we need to go for some more unique animals and fish alongside the generic pets. So that's number 3. For Heidi, I am trying to draw a zebra and it's proving very difficult, but we did it. Lisa has a cute little capybara, which at this size genuinely looks like a guinea pig. You cannot tell at all that it's not a guinea pig. It is cute nonetheless. For Jenny, we're drawing a swordfish, one of the coolest sea creatures out there. And it's going to be a lot of fun drawing the unique animals too. And fish, this is very open-ended. For Emrose, we've got a white tiger. Just the head, couldn't fit the whole thing in. And the tiger is up. Next for Gina, we've got an angelfish. As a child, they were my favorite fish. Like, they are so pretty. And I had some too. And now attempting to draw a tiny little head of a giraffe for Holly. No way we could have fit more than a head in this. The orange might be a bit too bright. Moving on to Stacy, who has a little rabbit. Probably could have been a little bit smaller, to be honest, but it's cute poking in there. We've got a cat for Kimber, and I'm really feeling just doing the heads at the moment. Newcomer Victoria, who has a little frog to match their trading card. Lastly, Sue, welcome. You have a tortoise. And just like that, every single Patreon member is on the tree. We did it. We painted the biggest painting I've ever done using just this one set of acrylic markers. Had a lot of fun making this, experimenting with different art styles, and it adds so much color to the art studio. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts down below. I want to say a huge thank you to Arrtx for sponsoring this video. Check out the link below to get these markers for yourself. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you back here in a few days' time. Bye bye.